Clorox disinfecting wipe on.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
That was a good one.
With Clorox, clean feels confident. Clean feels good. Use as directed on hard, non-porous surfaces.
Arthur's has the best no-catch warranty. You never have to have a 6-month checkup to keep your warranty valid. They just take care of you.
This report is sponsored by Sun Country Airlines. Sun Country Airlines is proud to be the official airline of Gopher Athletics. Cheer on the team on the road or book your next vacation with low fares on nonstop flights. Book now at suncountry.com.
Fan forecast.
Got areas of dense fog, then partly sunny skies today, high of 52.
Hey, you got something to say to us? Then say it.
Talk back to all of our hosts using the iHeartRadio app when listening to KFAN.
The Power Hour, it's live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Thanks, Echo. Welcome back. Yeah, Chris Hardwick is in studio with us. He's going to play the initials game. That'll be fun. You can check us out, as he just said, KFAN.com/watch. And we're eating Tot Dogs right now, which are available at Target and are delicious. Check these things out. Tot Dogs, everybody. It's a tater tot with a hot dog inside it. Tot Dogs. Pretty cool. Hey, Corey! We're
yes,
on the
sir.
radio.
Those are delicious, by the way.
Yeah, I was just talking to Scott Taylor. That Scott Taylor, you'd have to pay me $1.6 million to eat that, but everybody else is raving about it.
He texted me, or he called me last night. He goes, "We'll get Cordy." When I go,
no
you
chance.
Won't.
You don't have enough money.
Zero.
You could give me all the money on the wall, and I'm still not eating that. But everybody else is raving about it. So
yeah,
I'm sure
great.
Normal people who eat like normal human beings are loving it.
Yeah, they're excellent.
Man, I got a great question for Chris, but Marnie's not back in there yet. And I want her to be in there to hear the answer to this question.
She's doing lines of cocaine.
That's how she is. What? She won't stop doing the drugs.
Yeah.
But it's okay, though. She's better on the radio when she's doing the drugs.
She really is.
Is she back yet?
Almost.
No. Okay. Hey, Chris?
Yes?
This is not the question I was going to ask. I'm going to ask you different.
Sure.
You studied philosophy?
I did.
Would you consider yourself a Stoic?
Oh, are you into the Stoic
I'm trying to be. I think it's a fascinating concept.
Yes, I do quite like the Stoicism. I tend to think of it more of as a practice because there are a lot of things that are good to remember but also sort of difficult to implement. Because yes, it would be amazing if we could not define our value or our happiness by external things that we can't control. That is kind of a hard thing to do all the time. But it is a good, so when I think of it as like a practice rather than a destination, it's like, it's sort of like an ongoing thing. Like you don't go to the gym once and you're like, I guess I'm in shape now. That's
what we do.
Yeah, correct. That's really good though, Chris. I'll tell you why that's really good, because this sounds dumb, but I forget. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, I literally go through a day and I'm like, why am I so miserable? Oh, I forgot everything I read.
Yes.
Everything.
It's sort of like, meditation. If you try to meditate and you constantly, and your mind starts to drift, you have to keep remembering to pull yourself back and release the thoughts, so it is constantly.
By the way, that's exactly why I don't meditate. I've tried it so many times because I'm a poker player and people say in poker you're supposed to try to do that tonight.
Right.
And I cannot get my mind more than 3 or 4 seconds to not wander. I can't get in that space. So I'm like, am I just doing this wrong? So I don't even do it.
You're not doing it wrong. It's a very natural thing. I mean, I'm not an expert at it, but just from my experience, it's not. That's totally normal. But the whole thing with with meditation, especially if you're doing like TM, like transcendental meditation, you acknowledge the thought and then just kind of let it go. And then the more that you do that, over a period of time, the better you get at just kind of like not engaging with the thought. It's really about just like not engaging with the thought. Because you do, it's like, especially the older you get, all of a sudden you're just down a rabbit hole in your own head and you're just like having made up arguments with people that you've never met. It's like, what am I doing? So it really is just about kind of, releasing all of that and doing the best you can. But there's just no being perfect at it. It's just hard to be perfect at it. But
Rick Rubin says in his book that is what meditation is about, is recognizing your thought. So by you recognizing that your brain goes off in a different direction, you're actually doing it right.
Oh, man.
Well, sometimes like if you this is really getting philosophical.
No, please, I love it.
Timberwolves. No, I don't know. But you sometimes acknowledging the thoughts as they come in, like acknowledging, oh, I see you, but I'm not going to engage with you, is enough to kind of make them dissipate. You know, if you think of them as like little organisms that are trying to feed off your attention, you go, oh, no, not now. I see you, but that's fine. Just acknowledging it can kind of release it rather than having to engage and try to communicate internally with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's helpful at all, but
sure.
But it is. But it's also hard because you guys, you are all on so much of the day, so your brain is just spinning. And Marnie had said, like, are you able to, after a show, go right to bed? I'm like, no, because you get home and the adrenaline, so your brain's just spinning like a top, you know? So it really is like just kind of disengaging and trying not to overthink and just kind of letting it go.
I'm sorry to dominate the conversation, guys, but I got to ask him this question. Marty's back in here now. Marty, you're going to love this. Chris?
Yes.
How is a joke like a magic trick?
Is this a joke or a question?
No, this is my question, because you used to say this on your podcast all the time, and I thought it was the most brilliant thing.
Well, it was sort of based on the idea of like how comedians and bands, like rock stars, are always kind of peering over the fence at each other, and comedians always want to be rock stars, and rock stars always want to be funny. I think, you know, is a broad sweeping generalization. But the idea is like, when you go see a comedian, rarely are people like, do that bit I've already seen, because a joke basically has a reveal. There's a reveal that's sort of like a magic trick, and once you see it, it's like, I already saw that, I don't need to see that again, which is opposite where, you know, people who are in bands go try to play new stuff, and people are like, no, do the thing I already know. I want to see you do it. So it was just based on that idea that a joke is like a magic trick, and once you open it up and reveal it, people are like, I've seen it. You got to do a new one. So
that's brilliant.
That's why.
That is brilliant. You bring that up all the time, Chris.
Yeah.
Why can't someone go do the best of George Carlin like a cover band would do the best of the Eagles and be successful at it? It's because once you see the finale in a joke, it doesn't hit the same way as a song that you want to hear over and over again.
Well, there's also so much that, like, you know, music is sort of this, like, shared art form that can be interpreted and reinterpreted. And I guess the version of that with comedy is that, like, you know, because I think so much about a comedy set, it's just so complex. It's about the person and where they're at and their style and their voice and what they're talking about and how they're presenting it. And you just don't want to do other people's material. But, you know, one comedian can do something about, like, I don't know, like shopping. And then another comedian could do their take on that thing. And I think that's about the closest to it. But I guess I hadn't really thought about it in those terms where it's like, you know, you go to Vegas and you see the guy dressing up as Elvis and doing Elvis songs, or, you know, like, why couldn't you dress up as a famous comedian? It's like, I don't think it would. I don't know.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
We don't really have the explanation for why, but it doesn't work.
And I just always thought there's so many great comedy routines from name your comedian that I never got to see, that I'll never get to see because that comedian's gone, you know, or whatever. And so I always thought.
I feel like that was more true when we were growing up, and there wasn't just like the sum total of human entertainment available in our pockets at all times. Yeah. But now there's so much you can see on, you know, YouTube of just like someone has posted some rare, like, vintage thing that someone tape recorded in like 1984, and you can see all the local commercials with it and stuff, you know. So there is a lot of stuff out there. It's really hard to keep up with everything.
All right, so we're going to play initials in a couple minutes, but before we do that, let's talk about another game show for a second. You've hosted The Wall now for what, 6, 7, 8 years, somewhere in that range?
Yeah.
A couple of questions about The Wall.
Yes.
It's basically like Plinko on steroids. It's fantastic, right? It's like Plinko meets Who Wants to Be a Millionaire kind of combined, correct?
I guess that's a good way to describe it. Yeah, except on Millionaire, I think it's just one contestant, right? So this is a team of people. And I think, you know, what's really great about The Wall is that there's like, I don't know, there's several mechanics going on at the same time, because there is that big flashy like 4-story wall and a giant ball is dropping down, so that part of our cat brain that's like, whoa, fun, you know, you see where it lands. That's kind of Vegas-y. But then out in front, a person is really playing strategy. How well do they think their partner's going to do on the trivia? So they're trying to game that. And then behind the wall is someone who has to answer trivia in complete isolation, which in today's world where we're always connected with phones is bizarre. Like, it must be so surreal. I don't think I could do it. And then on top of that is just the game of chance. No one knows how the ball is going to bounce, where it's going to land. It could land anywhere. And so you can play a great game and still not end up with a lot of money, or you can get lucky and not answer questions right and still leave with a lot of money. And I've never seen two shows turn out exactly the same.
So I guess that's kind
episodes.
of where I was going with this. Is let's say it's 8 years in or whatever it is. Do you think anybody has kind of crafted a strategy, or is there just not enough to fight the variance, where it is just coming down to you just have to get as many as you can get correct? I have to basically get lucky on the wall, and then let's just go from there.
I think there are some strategies that statistically will work better. You know, it's like if you have a lot of money, it might not be the best idea to start doubling and tripling up on things, or like playing all the balls, because if you miss the question, then it can wipe you out.
Too much of a downswing.
If you have a lot of money, you might want to start playing with the balls over the lower amounts just in case you miss something. But that doesn't mean that that's going to work that way every time, because there's still that big uncontrollable question mark of how's it going to bounce. We don't. That's the part that kind of keeps the game interesting.
One last thing that I've always been curious about with the wall. So at the end, when one of them is telling the other one the decision that they made, right?
Yes.
And as soon as that person says they either signed the contract or did not, the person that now knows they either that person's decision either cost the couple a ton of money or secure them a ton of money.
Yeah.
Again, it's a bad poker player. I just can't believe you guys can find so many people that can straight face their loved ones, knowing that they just won $700,000 because that person did the right thing.
Right.
And they just are stoic, back to stoicism.
Yeah.
How do they keep straight faces? How do you get people that can poker face their partner?
I don't know. I mean, I imagine, I honestly don't know. It's a really good question, and they just do. I guess, people have seen the show and they know how it works, and but it is pretty remarkable. And the thing that I never expected about that show was just how emotional the game would be. I mean, I just thought it would be a fun thing to do just because I like game shows. But then, like, every couple who's on is just some like amazing example of humanity, and then you want them to win
so badly.
Yeah, and it's just like such a punch to the groin when they don't win. You're like, oh God,
sign the deal.
And I mean, it really is. To me, I really started approaching that show like, I think I'm gonna kind of like do a version of a podcast where I'm just getting to know these people, and in the midst of that, there's a game happening, and then hopefully they leave with a lot of money.
What's the most the wall has ever given away?
Have we gotten to 2? It's 1 in the high ones.
So close to $2 million.
Yeah. Wow.
When we come back, we have a jackpot that's attached to initials. One caller gets to try to guess the 2 initials I'm about to use. Mm-hmm. Somebody could win $78,000. That's not bad. It's not $1.8 million, but that's pretty legit.
What? If you woke up one day and went to bed that night $78,000 richer, that's a good day.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Pretty good. All right. Chris Hardwick makes his initials game debut, and like I just said, one of you gets a crack at $78,000 after this.
Up next, it's the initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the initials jackpot next on The Fan.
For more information about contests on this station, go to kfan.com/rules.
It's the Black Friday sale at Rogers & Hollins and Ashcroft & Oak Jewelers. Save 40% on all jewelry and engagement rings, 35% off solitaires and watches, and up to 60% off last chance. The lowest prices of the season for the hottest gifts. Visit in-store or online at fornowandforever.com.
QC Kinetics is the way to go. If you have joint pain, you got to reach out to QC Kinetics as quickly as possible. If you have pain in your back, your hips, your knees, where is your pain? They want to hear about it, and they want to help. QC Kinetics can help you get your mobility back. They can help you get your life back. So they have advanced regenerative medicine at QC.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Leader in advanced regenerative medicine. It's QC Kinetics. Call them today at 612-254-7123. 612-254-7123. That's 612-254-7123.
Hey, Twin Cities, it's Chris Hockey here. If you're considering replacing your windows in your home, here's why you need to call my friends at Builders and Remodelers. First, Triple Pane Elements windows are the highest rated windows in the industry and are only available from Builders and Remodelers. Second, your custom-built windows are installed by trained and certified professionals. Third, the warranty is incredible. For a limited time, qualified buyers can get an incredible 5 years, no interest, or save 25% off your project. Awesome products at great prices. Go to buildersandremodelers.com today. Proud partner of our Minnesota Twins.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
When it comes to engagement rings, I have to say, it's all in our name. Wedding Day Diamonds. It says what we do better than anyone else. Engagement rings have been a passion of our company for over 40 years. We're always humbled when we are chosen to create the most important piece of jewelry she'll ever wear. At Wedding Day, we design the most amazing, most sought-after ring styles, and we make it easy to customize her ring the way she wants with any shape of diamond you love right on our website. You can do all this before you speak to one of our client advocates who will guide you with patience and education to make sure you get the ring you love. Then we back it with the most powerful lifetime warranty, not just in Minnesota, but in America. We encourage you to find us on Instagram and follow us to see all that we do to prove that we're the engagement ring store of choice. WeddingDayDiamonds.com or any of our 9 Minnesota showrooms. Wedding Day Diamonds, created just for you.
Hey, Vikings fans, have you fumbled your phone and it looks like it's time for a new one? Verizon lets you trade in any phone, any condition, guaranteed for a great deal on a new one with Ultimate Unlimited and a phone trade-in from Apple, Samsung, or Google. And you can enter to win Vikings tickets when you do it. Enter to win 4 tickets to the Vikings-Bears game on December 16th. Just stop by a Minnesota Verizon store by December 1st to enter. Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 plus. Void where prohibited. Ends 12/1/24. See Vikings.com.
Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing is the largest and most preferred home services provider in western Wisconsin and is now providing service to the Twin Cities Metro. For over 65 years, we've provided plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical services and have earned over 4,000 5-star reviews in the process. Because at Hurlburt, our proudest moments are the ones that come after a handshake and a smile. We look forward to providing exceptional service near you. Hurlburt, here for you since 1959.
To watch the big game in a sports book for upper grabs for both days. Plus, you can see the Chris Hockey Band live in the Event Center on that Friday night. Don't forget to use the promo code KFAN when booking your 2-night stay to save 15%. Full details now at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
Yeah, please do that. Come out and see us. The Chris Hockey Band doesn't get to play many shows each year, and we are coming back to play all our biggest hits.
Feb 6 and 7.
That's right. We're on Friday night out there. So obviously you'll be there to watch the Power Trip Morning Show on Thursday night and Friday morning. But stick around if you wouldn't mind, or if you're not out there already, come on down on Friday night and watch the band as well. We're going to have a good time, play all our songs. Our big hits, I don't know, we'll write a big hit before then.
Sure, you got 3 months to write a big hit.
That's right, yeah.
All right, I'm Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey. That's Meat Sauce. That's Marnie Gellner. Chris Hardwick is here. He's at Acme tonight and tomorrow. A couple shows tonight, a couple shows tomorrow.
Wait a minute. You're gonna write a hit song in 3 months. You're gonna tack that onto the year of bowling? I don't understand.
Yeah, I got a lot of time in my hands.
We're at 15 months now.
I know.
Maybe it's gonna be about bowling.
Could be about bowling. Could be a song about bowling.
Yeah, take the skinheads bowling.
That's what
skinheads bowling.
Pop culture's really missing a good bowling song,
especially about skinheads.
I've been saying it for years.
Thank you.
Will someone please write a song about bowling?
Grease the lane.
Oh, well, there was. Gosh. So Grease 2 did have a song about bowling in it. If anyone remembers the film Grease 2.
The guy behind you loved Grease 2.
Rebecca De Mornay, right?
Any other Gen Xers in the audience?
Yeah,
that's right.
Was it Rebecca De Mornay? Who was the girl in?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Thank you. Sorry.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Grease 2.
Grease 2, baby.
Yeah. Oh boy. God. Some days I just feel really old.
You need smelling salt. That's what you
I
need.
think I'm okay.
You're like, why are you guys doing that?
I'll just have water. I'll just hydrate.
Man, it's a real pleasure to meet you, man. It's really cool when you meet somebody that you've watched and listened to for years, and they're cool. So thanks for being here, man.
It's really nice.
It's fun having you in.
This has been so fun. I love coming to Minneapolis, and I love Acme, and I hope I can come in every time I'm here. And I'm so excited for you to be a dad.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It is the absolute best. Any joy that you were ever trying to find with career or whatever, it's like, nah. This is the thing that is gonna. I'm just so excited for you.
I can't wait.
It's the best.
Thank you.
They are financial drains, though. My God, there goes your money sauce.
But it's going to give you some great material.
There's no doubt about it. Yeah, there's no doubt. And you know, also to meet somebody that worked at the great K-Rock.
K-Rock.
That's so cool, man. I'm a radio freak.
K-Rock, KROQ.
Loved the radio my whole life. I lived in LA for one complete year, 92 to 93, trying to be a rock star, and it was K-Rock and KNAC, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Nuke the neck.
Yeah. K-Rock, it was an incredible time to be there in the 90s. That's when, like, you know, it was like Green Day and Soundgarden. It was like grunge and Alanis Morissette and, you know, Garbage and just like all these bands. And it really was kind of defining music at the time. It was really incredible to be those concerts they'd have every year. You know, it was like, oh, there's Beck and Radiohead and No Doubt. I mean, it was incredible.
And who was your program director? I forget the gentleman's
Kevin
name.
Weatherly.
Yeah, that guy. Man, he was a tastemaker, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he put me on the air with no experience. We went in to promote Singled Out's first episode on the Kevin and Bean show, and the producer came in and he was like, our program director wants to offer you a job. And I'm like, okay. And so they started me on overnight, so midnight to 5.
Incredible.
Yeah, such an incredible time slot. They don't even track ratings. I couldn't even get a phone screener.
That happens.
No phone screener. I was the only person there running one of the largest stations in the country, and just by myself, because they were like, we're not going to pay someone to answer phones. We don't even track numbers. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Let's. I'm so curious to see how Chris does. Let's see. This is time for initials.
It's time for Initials Game 548.
On the Power Trip.
Presented by Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing.
What the hell was
Somebody
that?
let him out of that
What was that
container.
echo chamber, Zachary?
Were you kidnapped?
Hurlburt. Thanks to Hurlburt, but Jesus, I don't think they paid for Zacho underwater.
It puts the lotion back in Hurlburt.
How
about a
was that?
size 14?
Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, keeping homes comfortable for over 65 years. New
They're
customers
awesome.
get a $49 furnace tune-up and safety check. Call 612-200-2120 today or schedule online at hurlburthp.com.
Yeah, shout out to Hurlburt.
Thank
They're
you.
awesome. Again, I had them out a couple weeks ago. They're fantastic. All right, let's go. Oh, Chris, you were going to say something.
I was just curious about the paper and pen. Is this just to write out?
You don't have to.
words?
Right.
Okay.
It's an option.
Yeah, you don't have to. Some people, when I say the initials, write down as many things as they can think of just to have some possible answers, but other people just want their mind as open as possible. So it's an option if you want the paper and pen. You definitely don't
You
need
can also
it.
just write down the initial.
I barely slept last night. I think I remember how to write.
Let's go around the room, meet the competitors, and see what we're playing for. Sauce, what happens if you win game 548 today?
I'm sponsored by my amazing friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. All 7th Avenue Pizza at Kowalski's is on sale for $7.99. And if I win, tweet me and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Sunday, and one of you could win $100 to restock your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
All right, Chris Hockey, what happens if you win game
My good people at
548?
Radco's been with us from the very beginning. Radco.com. If I win, you'll receive 10% off your entire order now through Monday in store online at Radco.com. When you use a promo code initials, discount does not apply to toppers.
Marnie Gellner, what about you? Hi, Marnie.
I'm sponsored by my wonderful, beautiful, fantastic friends at Great Clips. And if I win today, tweet me, tag Great Clips today through the end of Sunday. One lucky winner will get 1 year of free haircuts from Chris's favorite spot, Great Clips Salon.
Great Clips.
Great Clips was also also in California in the 90s. What happens if Hardwick wins?
And Chris is playing in Parrish's place today for our good friends at ABC, American Building Contractors. And if he wins today, tweet at Mark D. Parrish and tag at ABC Will Help through the end of Sunday. And one lucky winner is going to win a $100 Visa gift card.
All right, so those are the stakes. By the way, Chris, I also turned this into a board game like 4 years ago. You can buy Initials Game at initialsgame.com. Versions 4 and 5 are out now. It's the holidays. Freaking buy the game for your friends, right? You can play it at home. I don't know why I was looking at you, Sauce. You have them.
I do, yeah.
I don't know why I did that. Initialsgame.com.
Because you love me.
I really do. Oh, God. Is your baby thing next week, your shower? Do I have to bring you diapers next week? Oh,
Well, you
boy.
bring him to work every day anyway.
He wears them every day.
Just wrap up an Initials Game and give it to him.
Perfect.
Oh, that would be a great idea.
Not use diapers.
Thanks,
Was
Macho Man.
that your sauce
That was
impression?
Macho Man. I'm
Oh, that was
almost-
terrible.
You're doing
No
sauce.
doubt.
Oh, got it.
It's
Okay.
complicated.
Wow. All right.
It's very layered.
Before we play game 548, somebody has a shot at $78,000.
Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
All right.
That's right. St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot is currently $78,000. Looking to buy a new car? Save money in your current car loan. Do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA.
So, Chris Hardwick, you're a smart guy. You're going to get this.
Oh, no.
Look, all of the letters, there's 26 letters.
Sure.
26 times 26 is 676. So it sounds like it's impossible. What are the chances somebody guesses a set of initials? It's happened twice in the three or 4 years we've been doing this. Carl won $31,500, and then Mike won $13,500. But now, obviously, we're at $78K. It goes up $500 every week. If they get one letter in the right spot, they still win $250, which is cool. But if they guess them both, $78,000, and they're the third person to ever guess right. It's a long shot, but let's see. What is your name, and where are you from?
My name is Kevin, and I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I like this guy.
Kevin.
I am stoked right now. I can't believe I got through. I've been calling for, I don't know, 18 years, it feels like.
I love it.
That's a long time.
That would be cool. Chris Hardwick wants you to win as well.
I really do.
He really, really does. And then you can buy tickets to go see him at Acme tonight with your $78,000. All right. Are you ready? What letters are you guessing?
I cannot wait. I am going to guess JB. B as in boy.
JB. You're going JB for a shot at $78,000. Does Kevin in Minneapolis have one right for $250? And is he still alive to be the third ever jackpot winner? No, sorry.
Sorry, Nettie.
Sorry,
Talk to you in
Kevin.
18 years, Kevin.
Wow.
Yeah, see, Chris, that's one of those things like in the wall when you know they have $0 and they're just screwed. You still got to let them go through their spiel. He said JB, and I'm like, well, he wins nothing, but I got to drag it out.
Oh, man.
Let's quickly go through the rules. Just it sounds like Chris gets the gist of it, but here's if people fans of yours, if they have followed us now and tried to see how you do, here's if you've never heard this game, how it works. I have 12 items. They can be people, places, things, phrases. It can be absolutely anything, but they all share the same initials. I'll say the initials in a second. We start on item 1. Each item has 6 clues. It's kind of a riddle. First clue is vague. It gets more specific as we get closer to 6. Whenever you feel like you know what it is, you yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. If you get it right, you get that point. If you guess wrong, then you're out for the rest of that item. So if you gamble too early and you're incorrect, you're out. You have to pronounce the answer correctly. We play best out of 12. Anything else I'm forgetting? Oh, when you ring in, you do have 5 seconds to think. If somebody else rings in and they're thinking, and then the light bulb goes off and you know it, you can yell out your name and kind of get your place in line and be like, when his 5 seconds are done, I want next. I think that's it, right? Anybody else?
That's it.
We've complicated your mind.
I'll say Hardwick just because there's 2 Chris.
Good idea. Be real careful, too, because Marnie becomes Jean-Claude Van Damme when she gets one right.
Yeah. When she does punch. She has punched.
You got to be careful
who have you
her.
punched? You punched a couple of Vikings.
Yeah.
Only in celebration, though. It's a different kind of fun.
It's not the same.
You probably punched the Scalar brothers.
Yeah.
All right.
Shook 'em a
The
little
initials for game 548. We got double letters today.
Is that right?
Double H. So the initials today are HH.
I knew it.
HH. All right, here we go.
Good luck, Chris.
Good luck to everybody. Item 1 of HH.
Clue number 1.
Historically used as a status symbol.
Clue number 2.
Creates an arch.
Clue number 3.
Elevates.
Clue number 4.
These touch the human body.
Paul?
Paul.
High heel?
Yeah, that is correct. Those are high heels. Chris was
That was a
right
good one.
behind him. High heels.
I was on the top of the head. What
I
kind
was
of
hat,
hat?
some
What kind of
kind of
hat?
hat.
That's
has
the
an
wrong
arch?
part of the body, Marty.
I know.
Did they call the
Now.
stovepipe hats hi-hats? No, that's a drum thing.
Sauce
Dang
on
it.
the board with high heels, and he
Well done,
leads
Sauce.
1-0.
Thanks, Hogs
1
Daddy.
to nothing.
Beautiful.
Here is number 2 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
Often airborne.
Clue number 2.
Associated with great amounts of money.
Clue number 3.
Set multiple records, especially involving speed.
Clue number 4.
Great fear of germs.
Paul.
Yep.
Howard Hughes.
That's right.
That's Howard Hughes.
I wasn't thinking of people.
People, yeah, that's this is the first time jitters. That's the problem with first timers. Now that you got it though, I feel like you're
Now
gonna
I
lock
can
in.
really
I feel
drop
like you're
the
gonna-
ball.
I feel like you're gonna lock in.
Yeah.
Sauce with Howard Hughes
Way
gets
to go,
point
beautiful.
number 2.
Sauce, let's
see if you're geeky enough to know this. Do you know who Howard Hughes inspired? That's a big part of pop culture now.
No.
You do.
You
We've
can do
talked
this.
about it.
Howard Hughes was the inspiration for.
Who swam in their own coins?
Oh.
No, well, Scrooge McDuck?
McDuck.
Maybe, but Iron Man as well.
Oh,
that
I
was
didn't
the
know that.
inspiration for Iron Man.
Oh.
Anyway,
I like Scrooge McDuck.
maybe Iron Man swam in coins as well. Howard Hughes in high heels gets Sauce a 2-0 lead. Here's number 3 of Double H.
Clue number 3.
This phrase appeared in Shakespeare's Henry V.
Clue number 2.
Some U.S. states have bans or restrictions.
Clue number 3.
This phrase is often associated with marketing.
Clue number 4.
Sometimes lasts 180 minutes.
Marnie.
Yeah.
Happy hour?
That's right.
Can go much longer than an hour. You didn't hit Chris, did you?
No.
Please don't hit him.
I purposely did not. I stayed in my space.
You wanted to, though, didn't
real
you?
Bad. Good one, Mar.
You wanted to hit him.
Man.
I'm no good at this.
Yeah, you got time.
It's her.
All right.
You got time.
Okay.
9 to go.
Come on now.
Sauce has 2. Marnie has 1. The Chris is yet to score. Chris Hardwick and Chris Hockey. Here's number 4 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
A person can have one of these.
Hiatal hernia? Hardwick?
That's Triple H.
I mean, you can. That's true.
You could have that.
Yeah.
It's 2 H's. A person could have.
That definitely fits.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Hardwick out for the rest of number 4. I like that you swung there.
Yeah, you tried. It's okay.
No, Marnie, don't hit him now. Now he's out. Just leave him alone. All right, so Hardwick's out for the rest of number 4.
Clue number 2.
Can be accompanied by real physical sensations or experiences.
Clue number 3.
This is a state in a sense.
Clue number 4.
This is most often used as a metaphor implying a weight or burden.
Marnie.
Marnie.
Heavy heart?
That's right.
It's a heavy heart.
That's amazing.
Don't hit him. Don't hit him.
She's not.
That was great, Martin.
Wow.
Look at how badly she wants to touch him at
she
least.
wants to high five you or something.
Stay away
man.
from him. He's got shows to do tonight.
My
Leave him
gosh,
alone.
Marnes, well done.
All right, Marnes. Marnie has 2. Sauce has 2. 8 to go. Here's number 5 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
It's debuted in 1971.
Clue number 2.
The second word implies a boost or an enhancement.
Clue number 3.
This is known for convenience and its time-saving ability.
Clue number 4.
This is mostly directly associated with red and white branding.
Clue number 5.
This is sold in a box, often for less than a couple of bucks.
Paul.
Ho-hos?
Sauce out for the rest of number 5.
That was going to be mine.
Yeah.
We're down to Hardwick, Hockey, and Marnie Gellner. Here's the final clue of number 5.
Clue number 6.
This is connected to a 4-fingered white glove with a smile.
Hawk.
Hawk was first. 5, 4,
Hawk.
3.
Hamburger helper.
Yes, that's hamburger helper.
Oh my God.
Hamburger helper.
Helps her hamburger make a great meal.
It sure does.
That was the commercial.
All right.
Chris broke his
I
brain,
know.
I think, coming up.
He almost short-circuited.
He
rang
said
in
Happy Meal.
He almost had a hernia.
He rang in twice.
Okay.
All right.
Man,
Hawk.
I am really dropping the ball
You got
on
time.
this.
Plenty of time.
Really
Marnie with
dropping the
2,
ball.
Sauce with 2, Chris Hockey with 1. Here's number 6 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
Is 1 of 2.
Clue number 2.
This is relatively short.
Clue number 3.
It's found on a face.
Clue number 4.
Chris.
Our hand?
Chris Hardwick figured out that the face was a clock face.
I just wanted to get one.
Our hand.
I just didn't want to
on the
leave with
board.
0. That's all.
Well done. All right, our hand.
Doesn't that feel amazing?
And that
It does feel really nice.
And that was the most riddle-ish of the 6 so far. You figured out I was trying to push you the wrong way, but you figured it out. The double meaning for face. Well done.
Gosh.
Chris
All right.
Hardwick on
Anyway,
the board.
bye, everyone. This is really fun. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead.
Like we say to
That was
every
good.
first-timer, once you get on the board, monkeys off the back.
That's
now,
right.
now you go for the win.
Yeah, now quit
Let's
being
go.
so bad.
All right. We're halfway through the game. Marnie and Sauce are in the lead with 2.
Turn
but
the corner.
Chris Hockey and Chris Hardwick just 1 back with 6 to go. Here's number 7 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
Uses centrifugal force.
Clue number 2.
Its name is a reference to a dance.
Hardwick.
Go for it.
Hula hoop.
Yes! Yeah, here comes Chris Hardwick. Let's go. Let's go. See, now he gets it.
Nice
You
job.
guys are in big trouble. Let's go. We need a Hardwick victory. That'll boost this game a little bit. Let's go. Let's go national by getting Chris on the board. Chris tied for the lead now.
Uh-oh.
Hardwick has 2. Sauce has 2. Marnie has 2. Chris Hockey has 1. And there's 5 to go. Here's number 8 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
Believed to be looking or searching for something.
Clue number 2.
Was once hit by a cannonball.
Hawk.
Go for it.
Harry Houdini.
No. All right. Good guess, though.
That
Harry
was a
Houdini.
fantastic guess.
Thank you.
That was very good.
Both of them kind of make sense. Sure. Harry Houdini, though, incorrect. Chris Hockey out for the rest of number 8. We're down to Hardwick, Marty, and Sauce.
Clue number 3.
Known to chase.
Clue number 4.
Has a cloak.
Paul.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, swing and a miss. We're down to Marnie and Chris Hardwick. 2 clues to go. Here's clue number 5.
Clue number 5.
Rides. Oh, Hawk just figured it out.
Maybe.
Yep. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
It's believed that he might have killed school teacher Ichabod Crane.
Hardwick.
Hardwick.
Headless Horseman.
Yes, that's 3 straight, and Chris Hardwick is in the lead. Wow. Oh, Marnie, not violent anymore? Now that Chris has got 3 straight?
I'm just regrouping.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
We got 4 to go, and Chris Hardwick takes the lead. Chris has 3. Marnie has 2. Sauce has 2. Hawk has 1. 4 to go.
Better when you didn't understand the game.
He gets it now. Here's number 9 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
In a sense, debuted in San Francisco in 1967.
Clue number 2.
Is mostly cylindrical.
Clue number 3.
Has an internal partial pinwheel design.
Clue number 4.
Are brown and white.
Clue number 5.
The 2 words combine for just 5 letters. Paul.
Ho-hos?
Those are ho-hos. Those are the ho-hos.
Design. Oh, brilliant.
Internal pinwheel with the old white cream in the middle.
That was a brilliant clue.
Internal pinwheel. All right, Sauce. You guessed ho-hos earlier. Put it on the board for yourself, and now you got it.
You love hoes.
And you're tied for the lead with 3 to go.
Your mic's on.
Chris Hardwick and Sauce each have 3. Marnie, you have 2. Hawk has 1. Everybody, though, mathematically in it with 3 to go. Here's number 10. Number 10 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
Has power.
Clue number 2.
One of the words comes from Japanese.
Clue number 3.
Makes key decisions.
Paul?
Yeah.
Head honcho?
Wow.
That's right.
Wow, Sauce.
Wow.
You took 4 years of Mandarin, right? Not Japanese. How much Mandarin do you know?
1 word, ni hao.
All right, here's the situation, Saucy. There's 2 to go, and you have a 1-point lead over Chris Hardwick. If you get either of the remaining 2, then Sauce, you are the winner.
I blew it.
Marnie, you need both to force a tiebreaker.
Sure, no
Chris
problem.
Hockey is mathematically out, but he gets to keep playing. So Sauce going for the win. Chris Hardwick just 1 back with 2 to go. Here's number 11 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
Indicates a level of superiority.
Hardwick.
What?
Go for it.
High horse.
That's right.
He's getting all the horse ones.
Wait a minute. Wow. I thought there was like a 2% chance that you were going to say high horse.
Still a chance.
Wow, dude.
That's impressive.
Okay. See, everybody that was predicting that he would be good at this game was dead on.
You need to get off of yours
Yikes.
right
Dude,
now.
high horse is 100% correct.
Wow.
All right, we're down to Chris Hardwick and Meat Sauce for the win. So everybody plays, but Marnie, you're mathematically out. Chris Hockey's mathematically out. Sauce has 4. Chris Hardwick has 4. If either of you get number 12, it's the last item. You're the winner. If Marnie or Hockey gets it, then we have a heads-up tiebreaker between Sauce and Chris Hardwick. Chris going for the win. Sauce going for the win. Here's the final item of game 548. Here's number 12 of Double H.
Clue number 1.
Emmett Brakowski has a red one.
Clue number 2.
Is dome-shaped.
Clue number 3.
Can absorb shock.
Hawk.
Yep.
Hard hat.
Hard hat. All right, hard hat. So, but here's the old situation now. Now, Marnie and Chris Hockey are out because this is tiebreaker number 1. So, Chris Hardwick, the only difference is there's only 3 clues, so it's a little more to the point. And if you ring in and get it wrong, then your opponent gets to hear all 3 clues and then has 5 seconds. You don't ring in after that. You have 5 seconds after the third clue is read. So it's a little more to the point, but whoever gets this one is the winner.
Good luck, guys.
Chris Hardwick versus Sauce. You ready, Sauce?
Yeah.
You ready, Chris?
I am.
Here we go.
Your honor, Sauce. Come
Tiebreaker.
I almost feel like, what if I just guessed without hearing any clues?
I've seen it once.
And I got it right.
Ben Lieber did do that with, what, Willy Wonka or something?
Yeah,
I think he guessed it.
Would that be crazy? Like, was it? I feel like it'd be worth the risk to let him have all the clues.
He would get it if you gave him all 3.
Because if I got it right, that would
legendary.
That would be mind-blowing.
I would argue if you just win this, it's legendary. Most beginners don't get it, but it's your call. Here we go.
Do what's gotten you this far already.
That sounded sarcastic. Here we go. Tiebreaker, Chris Hardwick versus Sauce. Double H for the win.
Clue number 1.
Might make you move.
Clue number 2.
In 1988, the Dietzes bought one.
Oh, my God.
Final clue.
Clue number 3.
These are a building rumored to have spirits.
Oh, Hardwick.
I think Hardwick was first.
Haunted house!
And Chris Hardwick has won.
Dude, you said
initials.
You didn't say
your
name.
You made a noise, but that was not ringing in.
Haunted
house and Chris Hardwick wins.
I thought it was a car. I'm like,
I said building.
Yeah, no. When you said the Dietz bought one, and then I thought it was.
And it might make you move. Maybe a car makes you move.
I thought that was the family in Rugrats, so I'm like, it's not
Beetlejuice.
It's Beetlejuice.
No, I know, but I thought
I could tell you knew the Dietzes because your mind was spinning.
So much so that I was going through every object in their house through the diorama.
That was great.
That he had. I'm like, what was a double H? Were any of the ghosts have double H names? And then it was broader than that. It was Haunted House.
Dude, that was epic. Chris Hardwick with the win. That's very rare for a first timer to win.
3 times
super rare.
Well done.
I appreciate it. And now, I can never play again because.
Well, no, you can play the next time you come to Acme. You call us and you're welcome anytime.
Because I feel like. It's like
nowhere to go.
Where do I?
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Dude, that was outstanding.
Well done.
High Horse was an all-timer.
All-time guess.
All-timer.
Nice
job. I am delighted. That did not start off strong for me, and I was just like, well, hopefully people go, well, he's probably still funny just because he's not good at the initials game. I'll still go see him. But
Fantastic.
I really appreciate it.
That was awesome. All right,
well done, dude.
That was sweet.
So let's start with it because we got 60 seconds left. So let's go through this. More pressing. Acme tonight and tomorrow.
Yes.
Right. Tonight, 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you have like a podcast, but you have so many other things. So where can people follow you? Where can people watch you, hear you, see you? Just plug away. Go for it.
Add Hardwick on the socials, Instagram and TikTok, and and I'm a dad, and I love it, and that's my greatest joy in life. But I love doing stand-up, and I'm so excited to be at Acme. It legitimately is one of the best comedy clubs in the world.
Fantastic, dude! Super awesome to meet you. That was so much fun.
This was such a pleasure. You guys are awesome, and I really can't wait to come back.
Anytime, you're welcome. Anytime. We should time it out with the Scalar brothers and Hardwick overlap and take each other on.
Anytime.
That was great.
Hey, what were you saying back there, Grim Reaper?
Take at ABC Will Help and at Mark D. Parrish.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. At Mark D. Parrish and at ABC Will Help.
That's right.
Tweet them, tag them, and you could win.
That was epic. That was Chris Hardwick
Thank
again.
you.
That was the best. You can see him at Acme tonight and tomorrow. 9 to noon is next. The Friday football feast is at Crystal Buffalo Wild Wings with Paul Allen and Paul Charchian and company. We're back on Monday, 5:30 to 9 to break down the Vikings and Titans. See you then. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Through the end of Sunday, at Mark D. Parrish, at ABC Will Help. Through the end of Sunday, one lucky winner is going to win a $100 Visa gift card. Thank you, American Building Contractors.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, have a love you.
KFAN.
Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing is the largest and most preferred home services provider in western Wisconsin and is now providing service to the Twin Cities Metro. For over 65 years, we have provided plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical services and have earned over 4,000 5-star reviews in the process. Because at Hurlburt, our proudest moments are the ones that come after a handshake and a smile. We look forward to providing exceptional service near you. Hurlburt, here for you since 1959.
We got snow tires. I got the $100 Luther gift card. Obviously, the customer.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.